So that's what I was about to start now. Then we continue. But the water means you are warmly welcome. For someone to give you water when you come to their house, it means that they welcome you with open hands. So yeah, so you are welcome. Alcohol. Okay, so local drink is a local drink. When we are pouring the libation over here, what you use is a local drink to pour the libation. So that's what they are coming to do now, to start the whole tradition, the whole custom and the process, to be able to welcome you over here. So before they start, they will use this local drink. So you can kindly pay attention and then see how they go about it.
Ameba amba now. What ameba ni kome. Or hela many genio. Yatona Bajano to know about Toby Antona G. Ameka me badomo. Or my say, Wokumi. Meneguna about Amegbe. Kone Atu
over here. So all the things he was saying, he was using the local drink as a representative to pray on the ground and then pour it on the ground to be able to like communicate to the gods better. But before they even started, they acknowledged the creator of the earth, which is God, and then now they prayed to their ancestors and then the smaller gods as well. So that was what they did over here. And then in the prayer, one thing they said was for good health, was for peace. They prayed for everything good for you people, and then for the successful flow of this occasion as well. So that was what the entire prayer was about. But it's a libation, that's what they call it over here. That actually, when there's a naming ceremony over here, what they do is they start very, very early in the morning before the sun rises to be able to name the child. And then whilst they are naming the child, they also pour libation. The father comes with a name, because we run the patrilineal society. So the children actually takes from their dad. So the dad comes with the name, which is the name, the surname and everything. And then one thing too is when you give birth, when you are married to someone and then you give birth, the naming ceremony is actually done in the father's side, not the mother's side, because of the patrilineal system. So what they do is the naming ceremony is done in the father's house. So what they will do is after the child is brought here, the name is brought, the name that they want to use, and then every house, they have like names that they run according to the number of child you've given birth to. So the first child has a name that will be called. The second child also has a name that will be named after the person. So when you bring the child, depending on the number of the child, maybe the firstborn, the secondborn, or the thirdborn, there's a name already there to be given to that particular child. Right. And then maybe if you have first names and then the last name is constant. So if it's Okoti, or you have any other name that maybe your own name, you want to name it after the child, you bring it and then they add it to the name. And then during the naming ceremony, the mother doesn't come. The mother doesn't come along with the people that are coming to be named. The mother stays at home, dresses and stays at home, but witnesses also come around. So if you see around, you are not the only ones over here, but there are other people around the neighborhood who are also here to serve as witnesses for you to be named as well. And then what they do actually is, after during the naming ceremony, libation is poured, and then some things are also brought, like the local gin, maybe sweetness or something. So then as they are naming the child, they take dip their fingers into the drink, the alcohol, maybe the local gin, the sweetness, and then water, and then they touch it on the tongue of the baby to actually signify that this is water. So when you are growing, know that this is water, this is sweetener, this is alcohol. And then it's a whole process that they do. And then the name is actually given to the baby. And all the witnesses also, all the people here serve as we do here. It's not so different from what they actually do for the babies. It's just the same, but just that it's twisted because you guys came at this time and at this period. But everything that will be done here will show that you've actually been given a name. a family name here. So yeah, that's what they'll do, and then I think they'll be starting in a jiffy. So we can all pay attention whilst we enjoy the whole ceremony because it's for you. Oh, fine, Obani, channel.
Obanya channel.
Yeah.
Be any chef ya ke. Oba wo gbe.
Okay.
Oni wo che ame ko no ka me gbe hu. Aha, me ka gbe na wo ni abaja ko na ke ha.
Okay.
Mo fe mo ko gbe o service na ha.
Okay.
Oba sa oba je. Oba je.
Given to you. So right now what they'll do is when your name is being called, you come here and then they start the whole process with you. They'll pour libation and then also make sure that there are confirmations. The elders are confirming that you've been named. The gods are confirming that you've been named. And also God is also a witness that you've been named and then you are part of the family. So that's what they are going to do now. So what they'll do is they'll mention your name and then you come, they make you sit down and then they do the other proceedings with you. So that's what he's about to do now. So they'll mention the name and then you just come over here and then they give you the certificates and then
okay,
do
say
the
ba fi. Mali.
maybe do a naming ceremony. And then some also will decide to actually go to churches to continue, maybe, yeah, to continue with the whole naming ceremony. And so maybe go to the church and thank God for the baby and everything. But traditionally, you have to do it in the family house. That is what is done in the Ghana culture.
I think we all thought that we did the right thing, but it didn't turn out that way. It's been heavy and we're starting